Is drinking 2 beers a day excessive? 2 beers in a day? No. 2 beers every day, or almost every day, yes. If you just like the taste and the ritual, why not try alcohol-free beers? If you asked me a year ago, no, but you asked today, yes. I was a 1-2 everyday beer drinker and then got a really humbling wake-up call from my kid. I quit and my life is so much better in so many ways. The a day part is the problem. I am not a doctor, but this is my understanding. Excessive maybe not, but contrary to popular belief, small amounts of alcohol are not innocuous. Alcohol is toxic and no amount has been deemed safe. You're still taking poison, even if it's a small amount. If you go to the doctor and say you have 2 beers per day, in their head they will conclude that you have an alcohol problem, even if it's not causing noticeable issues now. These are the cold facts. I would try to skip days. I mean, if you don't have to drink, you can drink less than now. And if you have to drink, then this is problematic and should be addressed. I'm a person with a substance use disorder, I'm an addict and an alcoholic. Other folks have pointed out that alcohol every day isn't great for you, but forget about that for a moment. Most people describe SUD as a continued use or escalation in use despite negative consequences. So if these beers don't give rise to negative consequences, losing your job, hangovers, domestic strife, then it doesn't seem like this use is necessarily due to addiction. You're an adult, you can choose to drink beer. If you feel that it's something that you want to change, give it a shot. The question you want to ask yourself is, can I stop drinking for 14 days with 0 issues at all? If you cannot tomorrow, stop for 14 days. You have a problem. Source: former alcoholic, 915 days sober. It starts with 2-3 a day, but then on the weekends it's 5-6. Slowly that 2-3 will become 3-4, or you'll start buying stronger drinks. It's a slippery slope. It's not the amount that is dangerous. I don't think 2 beers are excessive, but doing it almost as part of a ritual like always having them for dinner is a good way to develop an addiction. Daily drinking? Nope. That's a slippery slope to avoid. From a cancer perspective, any alcohol is increasing your risk. From a calorie perspective, alcohol is empty calories. From a social enjoyment perspective, enjoy your 2 drinks. Unlike many others here, I would say it is not excessive. Yes, I get what the doctors are saying about alcohol, and the point of one thing leads to another. However, a lot of people do what you do, stick with it, and enjoy their treat as a little something to enjoy in the evenings. Personally, I used to drink a glass or 2 of wine each night for years, and it was my treat after the kids were in bed and the house went quiet. Not to get drunk, as you say, just to relax with something I truly enjoy to drink. A glass of juice or soda doesn't taste as good as a good glass of wine or beer. Now, 30 years later, my kids are grown up. I still enjoy buying some wine every now and then to enjoy, but it's not every night anymore. If you go to Southern Europe, what you do is very normal in every household and is not anywhere close to alcoholism. It is about those small joys in everyday life, and there are a lot of health benefits to that too. The world's on fire, dog. Enjoy your beer. Spain enters the chat. No, it's not excessive. It's pretty normal. Reddit is so rabidly anti-alcohol. Elmo. It would probably be better if you could cut it to 1 NA beer and 1 normal one if you're doing it every day. But it's not gonna kill you if you're healthy otherwise. Exercise, eat well, manage stress, and get enough sleep and you'll be totally fine. For context, the average Italian drinks 1-1.2 glasses of wine per night on average and lives to 84.1 years old, while the average American drinks 1.33 beers per day and croaks at 77. If a little bit of alcohol, especially in a proper social setting, decreases your cortisol, then it's 100 worth it. Obviously, Huberman's thing about no alcohol is technically correct, but by that logic, you should never have processed food, never consume any drugs, never eat food that touched plastic, never overeat, get perfect sleep, perfect vitamins, no stress, just the right amount of sun, and all number of other things that harm us. Live a little and don't stress about every minutia. If you are a healthy adult, to reduce the risk of harm from alcohol-related disease or injury, healthy men and women should drink no more than 10 standard drinks a week and no more than 4 standard drinks on any one day. HTTPS. Beer makes your belly fat. In general, you're fine. The best-easiest guidelines I've seen are out of the UK. Basically, don't drink more than 4 in one setting. Don't drink more than 14 in a week. Make sure there are at least 3 days a week, best if consecutive, with no drinking whatsoever. https://britishlivertrust.org.uk. Information and supporters and causes alcohol. Don't worry about the straight edge teetotalers out there. Yes, alcohol is carcinogenic. You know what else is? Meat. Any meat at all. What else? Radiation. Sunlight. Cell phones. Cats. Being fat. Magnetic fields from computers and game controllers. Tires. Driving. The fact that it is carcinogenic is far less important than how carcinogenic it is. None of these straight-edgers are avoiding all the things I listed. Heck, they can't. How are they replying? Take a few days to drink 0 drinks and or good. Nothing else satisfies is the concerning part of this for me. I'm also a daily beer drinker for the most part, but if I run out or if I'm at someone else's place that doesn't have beer, it's not a problem. He says as he's drinking a beer. Honestly, I don't think it's excessive if it's not affecting your health or daily life, but it could be a good idea to check in with a doctor just to be sure. It's all about balance and how it fits into your routine, you know. I think you should ask yourself if you can go without 2 beers a day.